No, thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. So thank you for having me. Search in the age of assistance. I've been at Google now for 11 years. It's been a tremendous experience, and seeing the way search and digital has evolved over time has been a really great learning experience for me. And today we find ourselves in what we are calling search in the age of assistance, something that we are quite familiar with now. But what does all of this mean? We all know what assistance is, but in the context of marketing, what do we mean by assistance? It's the ability for a business to drive growth by anticipating and satisfying intent through the customer journey. It's about tailoring to a customer's needs right through their decision-making process as they make a purchase or they look for a service. With the advent of technology, and I think we are all experiencing this, we are all a part of it, our needs, our wants have all evolved. We all want different things, but it's not just what we want and need. Even the information that we are looking for that relate to these wants and needs have also evolved. We want information in new ways. And this is making us more curious, more demanding, and more impatient. I think this is something each one of us here can relate to. Curiosity. We as human beings are curious. We want to know more, we want more information, but yet we are not willing to wait to get this information. We want it at our fingertips. And today, this is happening not just via search or you going to google.com or another search engine and looking for something, but today it's literally a question away. Any of the assistant devices at home, right? We're not typing two-word queries. We're asking fully formed questions. Technology is in all our lives. I think a lot of us have experienced and used some of these devices. But what's great about it is as these devices become prevalent in our life, as we use more and more of it, right, it's no longer something that we like to have and something we love just because it looks nice or because it's cool to have, but it's because it fulfills a functionality that we deem to be important. Right? Why is that watch saying, how can I help you, important? Because it's doing something for us that we like it to do. And what are these images up here? Marketers historically used to categorize products into low consideration and high consideration products. Low consideration being things like deodorant, shower curtains, toothbrushes. High consideration products are things like cars, appliances, right? But why do I have these up here? Because what is high consideration and low consideration today is changing. Some of these products that you see over here have seen huge increases in search volume, right? For instance, toothbrushes are seeing an increase of 150% year on year in search volume, right? So we as users care about this. So it's no longer the marketer who's defining what's a high value, what's a high consideration product or a low consideration product. It's us as consumers who are deciding this. And this opens up a lot of opportunities and possibilities in the marketing space. Moving to the next bit around us being very demanding. We want information at our fingertips. We want any product or service that we care about right away. And we're seeing an example of this in searches that we see with the term near me. This is something a lot of us used to do all the time. We would search for things with near me, restaurants near me. But searches with near me are declining because today we expect devices to know the context that we are putting in a query around. If I'm looking for Thai food, right, I expect the device to know whether I'm at home or whether I'm in a mall and provide relevant results. The same thing is true for what's happening with what product to buy, right? And searches for that are going up as well. Again, I expect my device to know where I am, identify the store closest to me where that product is available, and share relevant details for that store. Mind you, I'm not putting in any of this information, but I expect the device to tell me that, right? This is the intelligence that we are looking for from our devices. This is how we want to be assisted by our devices. And we're, of course, all impatient, right? We want everything now, whether it's information or whether it's a physical product. And if you look at some of these stats over here, it's indicated by these numbers. We are seeing a huge increase in the number of people searching for shops open now, hotels tonight, same day delivery, because we want everything right away. And why do we as consumers have this expectation? Because we know and expect businesses to be able to deliver on this, right? And as a business, as a brand, this is something we need to be able to do. And with the evolution of some of the devices that we have, whether it's Google Home or Echo or any other device out there, our queries and the way we are having dialogue with these devices is becoming more natural and more reciprocal. So what that means is the way we are looking and searching for products online are also changing. What this is resulting is in blurring of the line between the digital world and the physical world. This is an example of Google Lens, right? You take a picture and you get all the results and you get more information about whatever you take the picture of. So with that line blurring, right, what does it mean? How do brands cope with this? Because being curious, being demanding, being impatient, it's human nature. It's something that we will continue to do. But brands need to find a way to adapt to this change. We as users are far more empowered today. Right? With all these devices, we have information at our fingertips, something that was not available 20 years ago. So how do brands evolve? How do brands cater to these empowered users? It's about knowing what the user cares about in the moments that are important to them. And this is what we refer to as the I want to know, I want to go, I want to do moments. The better we understand these moments, the better we can cater to these needs, the better as a brand we will be equipped. But this means a lot of data. This requires us to automate. It requires us to tap into the capabilities of machine learning, cut data segments, sort data, understand users, so that we know what the intent what the intent of our consumers is. Why are they searching for what they are searching for? What's the context they are in? And what is driving that search? Is it their passions? So we know more about a user, therefore. So when coming up with an assistive strategy, which I personally believe is going to be necessary for brands to succeed, at Google we look at three things. Making sure that we, as a brand, are always present for the user through their customer journey when they're looking for something. We need to deliver to their needs. We need to deliver what they want. We need to make sure that we are understanding their needs in greater detail than which product they want, but we need to understand why they want those products. We need to do a better job of understanding what that transaction for us as a brand means to our brand. It's not just the short-term impact. It's about what is the lifetime value of this customer? How will I use that information to build brand loyalty? And most importantly, we need to make sure that we provide that information to users in a fast and seamless way, because we want to assist our users, we want to be helpful to them, we want to provide them with relevant information, and we want to do all of this in a fast and frictionless way. Because we as consumers care about this, and any brand that's able to do all of this will leave a lasting impression on us. Thank you.